an adult woman embracing her own body. Yes!
How coochie.
So then this guy started to publish under another pen name.
100 DVDs?
Oh, 100 DVDs.
People are like, oh, but he's one of the greats. Was. Your Honor, I'm just a girl. Things are about to get cattywampus.
Hi, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Rosa.
And this is
Conbini Cult.
To move up. So you don't beat up my plants.
I was caressing.
Welcome back to another episode with another fun sort of topic. It's gonna get a little dark.
Yes.
Unfortunately. I have been seeing a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's because I've watched more anime recently, but a lot of the stuff that's coming up on my feed is, like edits of the show, cosplays and stuff, but also like allegations
Left and right.
crimes.
They're catching cases left and right.
So we got to see, because, sometimes I'll screenshot something and then I'll be, okay, I need to go back and actually look into this later. Like, what are the facts? Mm-hmm. What are the details of this case? Who's beating the allegations? Not many.
Very few.
Not many.
Very few.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about some allegations and charges and like illegal things that some mangaka have been caught doing.
Mm-hmm. Some bizarre.
Some are bizarre, kind of funny in a ridiculous way, and then it's going to unfortunately get dark, as it always does. But we're going to try to, like, the first couple that we'll talk about will be on the lighter side, and then we'll get into the
nitty-gritty.
The real bad stuff.
Nitty-gritty.
So, yeah, just my little disclaimer. You know what I always say on this podcast is on the t-shirt. Because you can love Japan and not defend creeps and criminals.
Yes.
So, yeah, the disclaimer. So the purpose of the episode is not to say that the entire manga and anime industry is full of criminals, but it's just a good reminder to, know more about the people who are creating the media that you're consuming. It's also not a comprehensive list of any and all allegations that have ever been in the universe, because it's a short podcast episode. We're only going to mention a few specific cases today. So yeah, if there's anything that you think we missed, don't tell me you forgot, blah, blah, blah. That's such a pet peeve of mine. Yeah. I hate when people comment that you forgot.
Nope. We handpicked because, there's so many mangaka, ones that were active.
Yeah, and we narrowed it down a lot.
We didn't get to the 90s, 80s mangaka. We don't know what's going on to them.
That's true. But this could be more than one episode. So if there's something you would like us to cover in the future, just let us know in the comments.
That's true. Good discussion.
And a little trigger warning. It's not for the entire episode, but child sexual abuse. So we will give another trigger warning before we get into that specific section. Just know that it will be talked about at some point in this episode.
Shall we start with the girls?
Yeah.
Oh, no. And this is actually a series that you recently got into, right? Like last year, was it?
Yeah. So this series is Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, I love that series.
So the mangaka for this series was recently convicted of something, but let's all breathe a sigh of relief because it's not child abuse.
Yeah, it's not child abuse. I mean, if not, I wouldn't be smiling about it, but she's currently in jail, right?
No.
Is she serving or house arrest, is it?
Well, we'll get to what actually happened, but she's not in jail.
Okay.
Yeah. She just forgot to pay her taxes. Essentially, she forgot to file them.
Your Honor, I'm just a girl.
I'm just a busy girl writing this amazing series. She forgot to file her taxes. So she works under this company called Square Enix. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. So if you know Square Enix, they did Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy. Remember we went to the Final Fantasy Cafe?
Yes.
So they're...
Dragon Quest is under the same company.
Yes, so they're a huge video game company, but I guess they're expanding their horizons.
Yeah, video games and manga. So the illustrator of Apothecary Diaries goes by a pen name called Nekokurage. So Nekokurage, she failed to report her income of 260 million yen, which is roughly 1.7 million to 1.8 million USD.
Yes.
And that is the income that she made between 2019 and 2021.
That's no small amount.
Yeah, she made a lot of money, but forgot to pay the taxes on it. So it was 47 million yen, roughly 300,000 USD she owed in taxes. And that was considered tax evasion because she didn't pay it on time.
Was she that busy that she's just like, I'm focusing on my manga, like I can't even get an accountant?
She could be a forgetful person. But so, yeah, this was found that she was charged with tax evasion. The Fukuoka District Court sentenced her in July 2024 to a fine of 11 million yen, around $70,600. In addition to that fine, she received a 10-month prison sentence, which was suspended for 3 years, meaning that she would avoid serving prison time given 3 years of good behavior.
That's why.
So, yeah, she didn't actually end up going to jail.
Ooh. She dodged that charge. She's like, no jail time.
Yeah. I don't think it's house arrest, but you probably, maybe it's kind of like parole in a sense, because you have to like check in and they need to make sure that you're not committing further crimes during this 3-year period.
But she was getting ready to like, if she was going to jail, she's like, I'm going to write my manga in there.
Yeah. She would have been allowed to continue to draw her manga.
She had special
from her jail
permission.
cell.
She had special permission from the judge. Like, well,
maybe the judge likes the series.
Yes,
They're like, we got to know what's going to happen to Mao Mao.
I need the chapter. Like, it's already been in hiatus because of this case. Where's my next chapter?
Jinshi-sama, what's going on?
Jinshi-sama. I need Jinshi-sama and Mao Mao. So I get the judge.
Yeah, so Nekokurage, she wrote on Twitter, I deeply apologize for the trouble caused by issues related to my taxes. I sincerely reflect on the recent court filing, and with the support of a trusted tax advisor, I vow to never let this happen again. She's getting an accountant. She's not going to forget again.
She said, sorry, guys.
Yeah, she's just a girl. She's sorry.
Like, who wants to pay taxes?
That was a lot of money in taxes, and the fine too. So she did post on Twitter also that like, my taxes are paid. Yay!
I bet every year she's gonna file them expeditiously.
Yeah, and maybe she'll let everybody know like, hey guys, filed this year.
Yeah. But I remember like when I saw the headline, I'm like, Nekokurage is like, I was like, no, not her. And then I read the charge. I was like, oh, thank God. Okay. It's just tax evasion.
Yeah, a lot of fans were relieved that it was not some predatory thing. It was just taxes.
It wasn't even embezzlement. Embezzlement's pretty crazy. Just, oops, I didn't get an accountant.
Forgot to file. Could happen to anybody.
Now, whether she did that on purpose or not, like, I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know her personally. Who knows? But it's taken care of. It has been dealt with. The taxes and the fine have been paid. So don't worry.
She's paying for her crime. I wonder, does this mean she has a record now?
Probably.
I guess it doesn't matter because she just works from home.
She's probably not trying to get like a 9 to 5
no
after this. So maybe it's fine.
Her publishing company, I don't think they're going to drop her for that. Good news, everybody.
Yay. Okay, so the next one is also another girly pop.
Girly pop crime on the rise.
Pop crimes. I have nicknamed this incident the coochie kayak.
Coochie kayak
incident. I think it would be easier because the details of the case were a bit confusing. Mm-hmm. So I think it's easier to just read straight from the article for the details on what happened. So would you like to read that?
Sure. So the then 44-year-old Igarashi was arrested in July 2014 for distributing 3D printer data of her own genitalia. As a part of... How do I say this without laughing? As a part of a backer reward for her crowdfunding campaign to construct a vagina kayak. Would you be interested in this vagina kayak?
I don't know if we can put a picture of it on the video because, I mean, just looking at the kayak...
You can't really tell.
I would never think, if I had no context about it, I would never be like, oh my God, this must be some lady's vagina.
No. Maybe just put a sensor bar over the clit or something. I don't know. So yeah, Judge Mihoko Tanabe ruled that the data was flat and inorganic, but realistic enough to sexually arouse viewers. The court did not seek jail time for Igarashi, but she was fined 400,000 yen, which is about $3,690 for the crime.
At the time. Yeah.
At the time.
She was also charged with displaying the art after she was released for her initial charge. She and an adult shop manager and writer, Minori Watanabe, also known as Minori Kitahara, were arrested for displaying her artwork in Watanabe's shop window in December 2014. That charge was dropped. Igarashi appeared with her lawyer outside the courthouse celebrating the partial victory with a sign that reads, "A part is not guilty." A body part, I guess. Igarashi always maintained that her artwork and her own genitalia are not obscene.
You know, it just goes to show, like, even I couldn't think of this story.
Yeah, you can't make this up.
Real life is more bizarre than my imagination.
Yeah. Oh, also, so her name is Megumi Igarashi, and her artist name is Rokudenashiko. That is the coochie kayak.
Yes.
But then
incident.
Then after this incident, Oh, sorry, another quote from the article. So Japanese commentators have called out the arrest as Japanese legislators backtracked on regulating artistic depictions of underage characters in sexual situations due to concerns of restricting artistic freedom. So it's kind of double standards or like...
Bad timing. We live in a...
It's not equal to depictions of children. It's like, it's a woman in her 40s displaying like her own
it's
body.
her own body. It's not like she's displaying somebody
else without
body.
their consent. It's her own body. So like, an adult woman embracing her own body? Yes!
How could she? Yeah. And it's not like, you know, she was displaying like somebody else's. It's like her own. And like she gave consent to that. To like send the metadata to her.
Yeah, the 3D
backers.
printer data to those who supported her crowdfunding.
I mean, is it that much different from being a sex worker here in this country who does the AV videos? Did she have to go through a special channel to like display her coochie? I don't know.
But it was not even for sexual purposes. It's just literally like anatomy.
Yeah. You know, we're in such a conservative environment that sometimes I forget because I walk into the Conbini.
Well, this was 10 years ago. So imagine if it happened now. It might be even worse for her.
Things are getting darker nowadays. But yeah, we walk in the Conbini, there's very voluptuous ladies.
Big booby ladies.
Everywhere in the magazines next to the children's section. So I don't see the problem with this one.
Kayak that you would never know is genitalia if you had no context.
Especially since we have those like fertility rituals with the giant penises and stuff.
That's true. There's a whole festival in, is it Kamakura?
Yeah.
They have the festival with, giant, not even just phallic shapes. It literally looks like male genitalia.
It's not implied at all. It's literally a big pee-pee.
And they're selling lollipops and stuff.
Yes. And the kids can buy it. So like, why
can't we have a kayak?
I mean, is there some festivals that depict the female genitalia or no, right?
Not that I know of. I know there's a temple in Hiroshima, and inside the temple, it's like for breast cancer awareness. So there's like boobies everywhere.
Okay.
Like some of the, I don't know if it's the Emma or, different, there's like boobies.
I mean, we find that in Osaka in the Erogacha for free. So
yes.
Not that hard.
Like the stress ball.
The stress ball one. I support women's rights and wrongs.
So after this whole case, she wrote a memoir called What is Obscenity? The True Story of a Good-for-Nothing Artist and Her Coochie. But it's pretty much a manga, which is why we included it in the mangaka allegations, because a manga came from this story. Yeah. I did buy it.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I'm so excited.
But it's not going to arrive for a few days.
Drats. Maybe
we can read it.
Yeah. We put the picture here so the people know. Actually,
at least the cover of the manga I can put.
The cover's really interesting. Like, it's a little sculpture she made in an interesting shape.
Yeah. I would like to know. We got to look into some of the other art that she does. Maybe she's doing an exhibition somewhere. We can support her and her ventures.
Maybe she's still active. I mean, she's only like in her 50s now. She's in her 40s when this happened. Free her. Free her and her coochie.
Free the coochie.
Free the coochie.
Kayaks for all.
Well, the good news is that she did get to get her kayak made. Right? So there's pictures of her on her kayak because she's free.
Yeah, just Google it.
Too bad she had to pay.
I know. Well, only 400,000 yen, which is not, it could be worse, the fine.
That could have been worse.
That's not a tiny fine, but it could be worse. So just look up Rokudenashiko and her kayak. Google that. That's your homework. Or pause the video and go Google it now.
She's a good time. She's just, she makes sculptures, interestingly shaped ones. Let her show her art and express herself.
It's her own body, so... Pause, it's editing, Frankie. So I did finish the manga. It was, as you can imagine, very funny. She has a really great sense of humor, even in the face of getting arrested. For some reason, I was thinking this was her first manga, but that's not true. She published one in 2012. And then in here, I also learned a little bit more about her name, Nokudenashiko. So Rokudenashi means useless or good for nothing, which is a new word for me. And then ko is a pretty common suffix, usually on girls' names. So like Hanako, Eriko, Yukiko, for example. So Nokudenashiko. So this manga, What is Obscenity? It does have an English translation, if you were wondering. And all of her work as an artist, it revolves around destigmatizing and de-shaming having a vagina. Like, it's an organ that half the population has. And then also the taboo around women's sexual desires. So yeah, she is very cool. Manko power, back to the episode. So sadly, this is where the somewhat lighthearted stuff ends and where we give a trigger warning for pedophilia and child sexual abuse.
Things are about to get cattywampus here.
So there's an author named Tatsuya Matsumoto who goes by the pen names Tatsuya Matsuki and Miki Yatsunami. So he is the creator of Actage.
Yes.
Do you know this story? What is it about?
I never read this manga, but it's about a young girl. So the main character is a female, and she gets discovered by this agent who discovers her like acting ability. So she's in high school, right? So act age, I guess. Okay. Which actually, if you think about it,
that sounds suspicious. I mean, knowing what we know.
Yeah.
The title and the story sounds suspicious.
Yes.
So, yeah. Genius method acting abilities. She deep dive into her psyche to portray roles.
Yes. I mean, I always like to see a female be the main character of a story, but if there was no...
Depends who's writing her.
There's some nefarious reasons, if you think about it now. Because yes, he was arrested in August 2020.
Yeah, so he admitted to groping a 14-year-old middle school student in public before fleeing on a bicycle. He explained his thought process in the courtroom in November of that year. He said, "I was feeling worried and uneasy about many things, but didn't express that to anyone and had fallen into despair. I also have mental complexes regarding women and so forced myself onto a stranger. My actions toward the victim are something for which there's no sufficient apology. I'm stressed. I had to grope a middle schooler. Oh no."
You know, man, they just can't control themselves, apparently.
Yeah, so the prosecutors sought actual jail time of 18 months, but Matsumoto's lawyer suggested a 3-year suspended sentence, which again means that they can avoid prison time if they display good behavior.
How did this person get the same, like, verdict as the
woman who forgot to pay her taxes?
Yes, like, it's not even in the same ballpark of crime. One is, like, you know, a sex crime with
a minor.
And another one's like, I forgot to pay my taxes. Like, how is that equivalent?
So in explaining why he feels Matsumoto should not be required to spend any time in prison, his lawyer said, Tatsuya Matsumoto has received societal punishment, such as the cancellation of his manga serialization.
Wow.
Oh
no.
In the end, he didn't get the 3-year suspended sentence. So by the surprise of no one, the sentence expired and he received no jail time at all.
What the hell? Did he not even have to pay anything?
I didn't see anything about fines. I read Shonen Jump canceled his series 2 days after his arrest. Viz Media, they said they published on their website, yes. Viz Media will no longer publish current and future works of Act Age, including graphic novels and digital volumes, and chapters will be removed from the Shonen Jump digital vault. The other artist in the series, Shiro Usazaki, who was, I think he was the illustrator or something, he caught a stray on this because he worked on that series, but he had no involvement in this crime. So
yeah, he was just an assistant.
Yeah.
It was annoying to research this because there was so little information.
Yeah. With a lot of these, you find that does not really get reported. Like, even when you search it in Japanese, like, you have to play with so many different keywords and stuff before you even find an article about it.
You know how the media will, like, sensationalize things? They'll be like, oh my god, we caught this person cheating, or we caught this. And they'll be like, they're going to go on trial. Have you noticed, like, after, do they tell you the verdict?
No, you kind of really have to search for it.
You have to find it on your own because they're not going to post it on the front page news. You have to, like, dig deep. They do that a lot with the media. So you'll see this huge case, but then the charges were dropped and you didn't know. And then everybody still has, like, this perception of this person, like, oh my gosh, they're an adulterer or they're this. Even though the charges were dropped or, like, they actually didn't do it, you wouldn't know.
But we had to look at, like, a bunch of, like, I couldn't find one comprehensive source for, like, all of it. It's, like, separate things. Like, he was arrested for this. Okay. Then later, the conviction was, like, the result was this.
The articles were small. And then it was, like, to find it in English, very difficult. Finding it in Japanese was maybe easier, but...
A little bit. But again, you have to, like, play with the keywords to find the information sometimes.
Gotta dig deep.
Yeah. So then this guy started to publish under another pen name.
The
you
Audacity.
want to get into that?
The Audacity. That's why he has 3 pen names. Because he started working with this other company called Manga One, which is the company that's backing him. It's different from the one that he was... It's different from Biz Media or everything else he was working with. And his manager came up with an idea. He's like, how about you just change your pen name and like start writing a whole new manga. And then nobody will know it was you. Like, are you kidding me? Like, we can recognize your art style. Like, your art style is not suddenly going to change just because you change your pen name. So, of course, somebody noticed and was like, hey.
Isn't this the guy who groped the middle schooler?
Who gropes little girls? So, yeah, he got caught yet again. And there was like a huge stink about it, as there should be. But, as you know.
Yeah, and then to justify why he was using the pen name, he said things like, to avoid reminding the victim of the incident. And he claimed he used the pseudonym to avoid hurting the victim.
In what world?
Why didn't you do that before you hurt the victim?
If you're really repenting, like, just, I don't know. We cannot follow this, like, train of thought, because why would we? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Clearly, you're just being selfish. You wanted to keep writing manga. You wanted to stay in, like, the business, even though you don't deserve to be. If you have a platform and you do something bad and you lose it, that's on you. But I guess people were arguing, well, it's his livelihood. It's his job. I'm like, okay, find another job. Like, what can I say?
Yeah, so another thing from one of the articles was Manga 1 isn't the only manga publication that has platformed authors convicted of sex crimes related to children. The best-selling manga magazine of all time, Weekly Shonen Jump, which hosts One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball, etc., has done this repeatedly.
Yeah, that's kind of a segue to what the next person we're gonna talk about. Because, you know, for this case, so Shonen Jump did stop publishing them, but they're...
For a time.
So yeah, the next person we're talking about, the creator of Rurouni Kenshin. So his name is Nobuhiro Watsuki.
He's now 55 years old. This was in 2017 that he was charged with...
Charged with possession of CP. So there was 100 DVDs depicting explicit images and videos of young girls. And it was found in his home. 100 DVDs?
Oh, 100 DVDs. So he was only given a fine for this of 200,000 yen. In 2017, it was about $1,800 USD. Today, it would be like, I don't know, maybe $1,500 for having 100 DVDs of CP.
And this is 2017, which is only a year later after the coochie lady incident. And she was charged more money.
Double.
Double
Her
the money.
fine was double.
Yep.
And she was arrested twice for things related to the kayak.
The second one was displaying her coochie kayak. But isn't that insane?
Yes, and then Shonen Jump didn't even wait a year before publishing his work again. So the series wasn't canceled.
No. I mean, technically it's finished, but it was like he still writes stories and stuff for it. So they published them again.
Yeah. And I mean, just the other day, we're walking through Uniqlo and they have t-shirts of Rurouni Kenshin.
Yep.
Tell me again how allegations ruin a man's career? Because this guy is still publishing work and getting royalties and stuff. So, and I just want to remind everybody that the production and distribution of CP did not become illegal until 1999, which is very late. But even later, possession of CP was not made illegal until 2014.
That's insane. I mean, people probably still have DVDs in their homes that they're also hiding from the law. But the insane part is like why this guy can get away with this is because he's like a key figure in like the manga industry. He has been a mentor for so many mangaka, even the creator of One Piece, which is actually the biggest creator right now.
Before we talk about that, so during his deposition, he admitted that he liked young girls in the higher grades of elementary school to the second grade of junior high, which is around 11 to 13.
He's married.
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure he's married.
Oh, and you also found this video called by Vice called Inside the Pedophilic Manga Industry in Japan. And of course, the access is blocked.
In Japan.
You can.
So even...
We need a VPN to watch it.
Yeah, so I actually watched other people watching it. And they were just going ham on this one guy from the industry. But we're not going to get into it right now. Because you won't be able to watch the video at home, sorry. If you live in Japan.
If you live here, yeah.
You could probably watch it.
I mean, we're still going to link it. So if you're not located in Japan, hopefully it's not blocked.
Yeah, you can still see it. But yeah, how disappointing.
Yeah. But just a little glimmer of hope. There are authors that do stand up to and refuse to work with all the pedos.
Thank God. So my favorite one is, do you guys know JoJo? Do you know Araki Sensei? Are you wearing his shirt?
Yeah, today I'm wearing a Stone Ocean shirt.
So yeah, Araki Sensei's there, you know, like the 30th anniversary of Rurouni Kenshin's like celebration rolls up. And every artist that is working for Shonen Jump at some capacity is asked to like write a tribute piece so they can publish it on like the end of their magazine or whatever. So Araki Sensei's like, all right, But he drew it in a napkin and from memory and sloppily. In like a kind of petty way to demonstrate like, yeah, I don't really stand for this. And as we know, Araki-sensei is like an amazing artist. His work has been in the loop. So he just drew like whatever, which is still better than what I can draw, by the way. But he put zero effort in that to say like, yeah, no, we don't like PDFs around here. If you don't show respect, then don't expect respect. Basically is what he was saying. I'll show up, but I'll disrespect you. It's kind of wild. I don't know if you know, do you know Kubo-sensei?
No, I never watched or read Bleach.
He's one of the big three, right? So he just refused to participate. He didn't draw anything. So, and he has intentionally been missing like exhibitions that he's been invited to that showcases like Watsuki's like work. Is it Watsuki?
Yeah.
Watsuki's work. So they're the real ones.
And then I also found something else, but it was related to another scandal, which I kind of have to summarize so it makes sense. So yeah, this was following another scandal that came to light earlier this year, actually, in 2026, where yet another convicted offender was found to be publishing under a pen name with Manga 1, the digital reading app of the publisher Shogakukan. So Shoichi Yamamoto, the author of Dakuten Sakusen, never heard of it,
I don't know either.
was arrested in 2020 for submitting a high school girl to repeated sexual abuse over the course of years while Yamamoto was teaching part-time at the girls' school. In February 2026, he was convicted and ordered to pay 11 million yen, around 71,000 USD, in damages to the victim. Shogakukan canceled his series after his arrest in 2020, citing health reasons.
Health reasons.
On his part. In 2022, Yamamoto was hired again under the name Hajime Ichiro by Shogakukan to work as a writer on a new manga, Jojin Kamen, illustrated by Eri Tsuruyoshi. According to reporting by Japanese newspaper Mainichi Shimbun, editors at Manga 1 knew of Yamamoto's conviction when he was rehired and even got involved in out-of-court settlement talks between him and the victim that would have required the victim to keep the abuse secret. The two sides failed to reach a settlement, which led to the recent conviction. On February 27th, of this year, Manga 1 released a statement and apology, which was widely criticized for not providing enough information on how or why Yamamoto had been hired again. On February 28th, Shogakukan shared another more detailed statement and also announced that distribution of Jojin Kamen would be halted. After the news emerged, several manga authors spoke up publicly to criticize Shogakukan, including the author of One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100. That's the same author of those two series, the latter of which was published by Shogakukan. Many authors who have their works available on the Manga 1 app decided to have them removed, including the authors of Inuyasha, Frieren, and Cosmos.
A lot of those are women.
Yes.
We can't keep letting them get away with this.
But it is nice that some people openly refuse to work with them.
That's the first step. Because look at all the, how would you say, like chefs in the kitchen helping him. Like avoid the charges of like abusing a little girl. What is even going on? It's insane.
And then I just have one last one. It's quick, but it is also sad. The author of Toriko, have you ever heard of this series?
Yeah.
What is it about?
I didn't read it. It's like a action adventure, like fighting one.
Okay.
I didn't read it.
So the author's name is Mitsutoshi Shimabukuro. He was arrested in 2002 for violating child prostitution laws for paying a 16-year-old girl for sex. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison, but that ended up being a 4-year suspended sentence with no time served.
What the heck?
Yes, and I have some sad news for you. He's a huge JoJo fan as well, and he illustrated a spin-off in JoJo magazine 2026 spring. So I don't think Araki is the defender of children you want him to be.
That's so sad. I wonder if he has no choice in the matter of this JoJo magazine.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know them personally, so who knows? I was really sad to see that.
Yeah, because I don't feel like he would say yes to that. Yeah. If he was like...
But you don't know him, so...
Yeah, that sucks.
So just final thoughts. Again, we're not saying that the entire manga and anime industry is full of pedos, but just like with Hollywood and entertainment industries all over the world, predators are protected and they rarely face consequences that match the crimes that they're committing. So yeah, it's good to be conscious of not only the messages in the media you consume, but the people who create said media.
The thing about Japan is that we're late for everything. Like 2014 is way too late to,
ban possession of CP.
That should, that's, back home you get 25 years in prison just for having it. And here they have it and they're like, well, we're not even going to fine you. We're just going to
small fine.
Give you a suspended sentence. What is even that?
Yeah, the suspended sentence thing was something new that I learned about.
All the women that were charged with any crime paid more than all of the pedophiles combined.
That's true. 400,000 yen fine for making a kayak shaped like yourself.
Some things don't make sense. That's why we really gotta keep informed. Keep informed and see what we are reading. Like, find out what are these publishing companies doing.
I mean, of course, it's upsetting if there's a series that you really like and then you find out that the person who created it is a sex offender.
I can't support that. So when I was a child and in middle school, I loved Rurouni Kenshin. Like, I had a crush on Kenshin. I read the whole manga. This is before the allegations. And I was a child myself. Like, this is one of those mangas that we didn't have that much samurai mangas back in the day. So this was one of those.
Well, the conviction was not until 2017, so.
But who knows? Like, he had all this like CP, right? So he probably had that for years.
For a long time, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe DVDs, so like pre-2000s, but that's sickening, you know? And it's a manga that I liked, but I just can't support that anymore. Like, I can't really go around buying merch or like reading the story or like saying like, you should read this, because I'll never recommend that.
How do you feel about like separating the art from the artist?
It's really hard for me because sometimes I want to, especially with music. It's very tempting for me.
Yeah. I feel like I can't unless the artist is dead.
That's true. There are
If
times
they're still alive and profiting, then I can.
I can't support that.
No.
That's it. And you know what? You're not getting that much loss because there's millions of mangas you can read.
That's true. There's so many other good series. Like, you don't need to support the one.
Yeah. Just because people are like, oh, but he's one of the greats. So there's no need to support this because new great manga is going to come out. Right now, we have Kimetsu no Yaiba. You know, like, you want some sword fighting? Read that.
We have JJK. If you want some action stuff.
There's always an alternative. There's actually no reason to support these people and give them money and clout. For what?
Yeah. And because we're talking about anime and manga, like, I'm already anticipating some of the comments being like, oh, you girls are so, all these Western liberal women trying to change Japan. Let me keep my CP in peace.
Wild.
If you're defending this, you sound like an offender yourself. Someone needs to check your hard drives.
Yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because, like, when you are defending these people, what you're doing is projecting.
Yeah. When me and Cheyenne did the stalking episode, like, YouTube does hide some offensive comments. So every now and then I'll check the comments that are hidden.
Yes.
And one of the comments on the stalking episode was like, these two girls they use the R word for like special needs. These two girls are R words. Like, you should be stalked. Oh my God, we care about the health and well-being of other people? Wow, we're so terrible.
While there's a huge stalking problem in Japan, don't change it. Just let them stalk you and kill you at the Pokemon Center. It's insane stuff. Guys, don't support things that you feel are wrong just because you like somebody's like artwork. That doesn't make sense. You gotta have a moral compass.
Yeah, you cannot be neutral. Being neutral only sides with the bad people.
Being a fence sitter is worse, guys.
Yeah.
Just take a stand. Stand for something. You stand for nothing.
If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
You just throw all the cliches in there. Guys, get it in your head. Get in your thick skull. Like, and then women just don't like that. So you'll get no bitches either.
Maidenless behavior.
Maidenless behavior, every comment section.
Yeah. But is that going to stop us from talking about it? No.
Absolutely not. We gotta just express ourselves and how we feel. And this is wrong.
Don't stop speaking out about this kind of stuff. Yeah. And like us making this video, is that going to change the whole industry? No, but it might get more people to talk about it.
You should just always know you got to protect children, women, vulnerable people.
Yeah.
People with disabilities. They need protection.
Sorry for this depressing episode, but we got to throw it in between those happy episodes sometimes, because that's life. Yeah. There's ups and downs.
Yeah. Sure, it's depressing to spread awareness, but the people must know, because a lot of people might not even know this information.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know like half of it until we started researching it.
See, I didn't know that thing about Araki-sensei. No.
I know.
Never meet your heroes.
I found, because I was looking at the JoJo wiki. Like, I saw this man's name on there and I was like, is that the same? Yes, unfortunately.
But anyway, on that note.
Okay. Thank you for listening and watching, and catch you with a maybe happier episode next time.
Bye-bye.